Welcome once again to the Instructor's Compass. This is your online instructor, Sir Noy Gonzaga Jr., a licensed professional teacher and a registered nurse holding more than a decade of experience in teaching several areas of education, including communication, philosophy, history, general sciences, social sciences, languages, literature, and nursing professional courses. It is the aim of this online video production to make complicated subject matter or topics more easy and practically understood in a lay person's viewpoint. This moment, we will be tackling purposive communication. In this vlog, you will uncover the facts that this subject is just one of those commonly used medium in our societal existence, and the only difference is we will be formalizing its function in that existence. Purposive communication comes from two basic conceptual words, which are number one, communication, and number two, purpose. Communication is already a very common topic in the world of education. It is always needed to transfer information in whatever means and whatever ways. Lest we forget, there is a need for at least two parties in a communication cycle, so that there will be the basic sender and the basic receiver. However, communication taken generally does not really mean that there is an established and identified receiver. Meaning, we can always communicate to a person who is not listening, or we can shout at the hallway, aiming at nothing, but still people may have heard or accidentally processed what we have uttered loudly. This is then viewed as general communication, which is not strict or obligated type of transfer of information, making it suggestive, optional, and even prone to neglect. The second word in this course is purposive, which was derived from the root word purpose. Purpose creates the difference between a general communication and a purposive communication, because purposive communication requires a setup, meaning one person communicating with a specific identified and purpose-driven person to transfer the information, which results into a successful information transfer. Thus, the wrong message with a correct purpose or the wrong purpose with a correct message can all be considered as miscommunication in the specific domain of purposive communication. Purposive communication transfer information from one person to another with a specific purpose, which may lead into successful professional dealings or successful professional explanations. That is why purposive communication requires formality not only in the structure and physical appearance of the communicating media, but also cordiality and respect in the area of thought formation or ideation of the person transferring the information. In purposive communication, the impression of a communicated medium which follows the structural expectation details to two things. Number one, respect, and number two, evidence of capacity to be in the horizontal plane of the people communicating in that level. On the contrary, purposive communication between two entities may fall down and break down if and when the structural competence will be noticed by the receiving end of the purposive correspondence. As to the content of the medium used to execute purposive communication, This will tell the depth of the communicator in the specified topic or level of communication being used between two persons who are professionals or career-laden individuals using the communication pattern. Now, to summarize and simplify the facts about purposive communication, well, it is simply another kind of communication that requires at least two entities to consummate the communication cycle. However, they are not only bounded to communicate socially or randomly, but they communicated because of a formal purpose, oftentimes found with professional reasons. That can affect career, professionalism, work tenure, and even promotions in some specific scenarios. Thus, we are learning purposive communication so that when the time comes that we need to professionally communicate to send our message to identified professionals that will serve or consummate our purpose, we will have functional abilities and knowledge therein to utilize this and come up with positive outputs en route to our personal and professional growth and development. May our inputs in introducing purposive communication enlighten your mental capabilities and reassured you that you have taken a course that will help you professionally communicate in the future. Once again, this is Sir Noy Gonzaga Jr., your online instructor, and this is the Instructor's Compass.
Can we just stop and talk a while, get to know each other? Who are we to know? Love could be waiting.